Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, the Modern Renaissance Man. And you know what May is? May is a wonderful month. May is the barbecue month. Did you know that? All of the barbecue makers in the United States have decided that they're going to share this with the world. They're packaging up thousands and thousands of pounds of pork barbecue to deliver to our friends in the Middle East. We are so happy that we can share all this pork barbecue with all the Islamic nations of the world who have starving people, particularly those in Afghanistan and Iran. We know that they would really appreciate good pork barbecue, and we're going to see how much we can send from North Carolina. So to all our friends over in Iran, we hope you really enjoy this really great North Carolina pork barbecue. And if you didn't get that, well, you're not in touch with the world. Speaking of in the world, Obama, he is a U.S. citizen. He has a birth certificate. But I find it interesting. He was able, within just about 3 hours or less, to document via DNA that Osama bin Laden was Osama bin Laden. But it took him 2.5 years to document that he was Barack Obama. What gives here? DNA, birth certificate. But what we actually found out is that Hawaii was communicating that he is truly a citizen. They have photos of when the spaceship actually landed, and the aliens came out with him and brought him to the Earth, so that basically he was born after the spaceship landed, so by rights of being a birth in the United States, he is a naturalized citizen, even though his parents are not just aliens, they are just real space aliens. Where else will we come up with a guy like this for president of the United States? Barack Obama, he's the naturalized alien in the United States. CEO salaries, guess what? They are up 27%. How many people got it? Did you get a 27% raise? I didn't get a 27% raise. Did anybody in here get a 27% raise this year?
No.
CEOs, 27%. These are the guys that got us all into trouble for the last couple of years with regard to our country. I guess we're congratulating them for not just blowing us out altogether. 27%. That's pretty outrageous. Talking about outrageous stuff. How about our government? They all got together, the House and the Senate. We're going to stop the government from, stop running. We're going to create this stopgap measure so we can keep the government in operation. And then they all celebrate and pat themselves on the back of how great they did. Oh, we've passed this stopgap bill. Hey, what do we elect you for? Personally, if we had stopped the government, you all should have been impeached. End of story. If you let that happen, you are useless and you should never be elected. Don't pat yourselves. I love this when they do something they're supposed to be doing, and then they took a 2-3 weeks vacation. Come on, government. We elect you. Don't pat yourself for what you're supposed to be doing. And if it sounds like I'm getting on my soapbox, I believe I will. And with that in mind, as you can see, I'm out of notes here, so I have to get my mindset for what I was going to actually talk about. I'm going to talk about terrorism. Terrorism actually is winning based on dollars in this country. Have you ever thought about that? Think about how many billions of dollars this country now spends basically as a result of the 9/11 attacks in the World Trade Center and Washington, D.C., the Pentagon, and for the plane that went down in Pennsylvania. Billions of dollars. We now have to go through all these checks at the airports. We give money to countries like Pakistan. Why? We get $3 billion a year just so we can have access to Afghanistan. $3 billion a year. Most of you probably have gotten used to hearing the billion number, so you really not really think about it. You can't put $1 billion $100 bills in your house. Think about it. They will not fit. That's how much $1 billion is. Massive amount of money. We're giving it out to all these other countries, all these other places now This is a way of trying to hold back terrorism. So terrorists are actually sure winning. I think we need to continue to do some of the things that a lot of the government says we shouldn't do. Osama bin Laden, guess how he got stopped? Because 4 years ago, Obama's predecessor had a bunch of people taken to Guantanamo. As a result of those interrogations that everybody said they didn't want to happen, well, guess what? We finally stopped one of the ruthless leaders in the world, to me. The only person I think is more ruthless than probably I think in the last 15, 20 years is Hussein, Saddam Hussein. That man was a nut, and I was so glad he is gone out of this world. We are spending all these billions of dollars now because of what the terrorists are doing. Keep that in mind, people. Don't be in denial about it. Know that the money's being spent. Don't pretend that it's not going to happen again. We do need to keep spending the money, but we need to be prudent about where we're spending it. Places like Pakistan may not be the appropriate place to spend it. Maybe we need to get out of some of these countries. Maybe we need to watch who we're trying to buy off as friendships. Dollars are real important. This country's having some troubles. We need to be careful with money. We need to make sure we take care of our men and women in the military who, when they come back, making sure that they're taken care of. They got futures. There's a lot of people that sacrifice their lives, their families, their potential future to keep us safe. And with that, I think I'm going to get off my soapbox because that's the way I feel. All right. Tonight we got a special guest for you, TriciaDeneen, and she's coming on some keyboards. And Tricia, so glad you're here to join us.
Thank you. Such a sweet talker, you're just so smooth. I didn't realize I was falling, now I can't shake it loose. You make woman eyes and seem like fine art. You crawled right into my heart. You looked at me one day and you said it's you. You're the one I've been waiting to find. You whispered all the things I wanted to hear. You always knew what was on my mind. You're such a sweet talker, you're just so smooth. I didn't realize I was falling, now I can't shake it loose. You make woman eyes and seem like fine art. You crawl right into my heart. I didn't see it coming, we had such a good time. I started thinking it was more than just fun. I trusted you, be honest with me to the end. You had me snowed, I never thought you'd run. Such a sweet talker, you're just so smooth. I didn't realize I was falling, now I can't shake it loose. You make woman eyes and seem like fine art. You crawl right into my heart. Tell myself I was ready to let you go, then you come around to flirting again. When I let you in, you'd say that you love me more. I'd want to believe you'd never pretend. You're such a sweet talker, you're just so smooth. I didn't realize I was falling, now I can't shake it loose. You make woman eyes and seem like fine art. You crawl right into my heart. You crawl right into my heart. You crawled right into my heart.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
All right, you're watching The Modern Renaissance Man. I'm Ben Copeland, The Modern Renaissance Man, and that was TriciaDeneen, and she's going to be joining us here in a little bit. And with me, hey.
Hi.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Show with us my new occasional, we'll see how it goes, co-host, GeneCostner, Gene and the Blues Machine. If you didn't see him not too long ago, you missed out. Gene plays a wicked harmonica and does a lot of local venues. Tricia, glad you're here. Great tunes. That was the cover of the CD, wasn't the kickoff.
Yes, it was the first song on my CD, her song.
What I noticed about that is, we got the host cam. We got to do the host cam, then I'll shut it down. All right, the host cam, we claim to have invented it. And if anybody else, ooh, those look close. That we got here and we're missing Ron tonight, so we got a camera that's standing by itself. There's Ivan, and Dean's back there hiding. Jimmer's up in the crow's nest. And there's Joe. And anyway, that's the host cam. So much for that. Anyway, when I heard it and started listening to the CD, what's it called?
Her Song.
Her Song, my apologies. When I started listening to it, I realized somebody put this together, knew what they were doing. Because that is what I would say, that's the grabber.
Right.
Is what I heard. Because it's like, this one just fished me in. So then I started listening and listened more, went through all of them. And wonderful tunes.
Thank you.
One of my favorites over is The Day.
Yes.
I love the bluesy stuff.
Right.
And a wicked guitarist on it. Too.
Right. Clint Presley played.
Talk about the CD. How'd that come about? Because I know that was a dream kind of thing.
Yes, it was. I've been into music most of my life, or all of my life since I can remember. But when I went off to school, they said do something where you could get a steady income. So I became a music teacher. Right. So then, later in life, I decided I had all these songs that I'd written and I needed to record them. I had a lot of encouragement from friends and musical acquaintances that said, you've got something good there, so you need to do something with it. And I recorded them at home with some Pro Tools software, and I just laid down tracks with my piano and my voice, and then I went looking for people to play on the making of the CD. And I found a studio here in Charlotte, Rob Tavanone over at Catalyst Recording, and he worked with me a lot. He taught me some about producing because I didn't have a producer.
You had a bunch of people on there. When I was
Right.
to the credits, it's like, what, 8 people?
Yeah, we had the Presley brothers, the 3 of them, Justin, Clint, and Croy. I had
Was
some.
Elvis? No, just kidding. Sorry.
I know, that was wild, wasn't it? Then I had Mike came in and played acoustic guitar on the title song, Her Song. And Rob actually played on You Crawled Into My Heart with me, too. And then I had a horn group that came in from Bill Hanna's jazz people over at
Bill
CPC.
Hanna. I know him
Yeah.
personally, yes.
Tony Hayes helped me with that a little
He's a private
bit.
pilot. That's where I met him. Actually, I knew of him,
Okay,
and met him when he was learning to fly at the same time
awesome.
in the airport a couple lifetimes ago.
All right. So I learned a lot by doing the project, and it means a lot to me. It was kind of a interesting time in my life, and there have been a few of those. I think as you get older, there's like every 7 years or something, you have some major transition in your life. But this was a very rewarding experience for me, and I'm excited about getting my work out there.
When looking at your bio, you talk about doing music a long time. You do music a long time.
Yes.
I mean, like, what I saw was first solo at 4.
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
I've been singing in church since I was knee high to a grasshopper, as we say.
I've been singing in church too, but nobody wanted to hear me. I have many talents. That's not one.
Okay.
And I'm honest about it. We once had a show here where I tried probably the most difficult song that you could possibly try, an a cappella version of David Bowie doing a Paul Simon song.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh, God, it was... Don't ask Dean what it was. Dean was audio. I think he got nauseous and had to run to the bathroom. It was so... It never made it.
Oh.
It didn't make the air.
That's a shame.
And it does not exist anywhere.
Okay.
It was white. But anyway, so that's why I like to have wonderful talent on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Music. UK, University of Kentucky.
Yeah, go Cats.
Where's your big K? With,
I wear it.
I said a friend of mine went to school there. I wanted to get me a cap for Kate.
Oh, okay.
And but he couldn't find one. And he said he thought would look good.
Oh, maybe we can hook you up.
Because I used to have one that was like a blue corduroy with a white K.
Oh, neat.
And it was a really nice hat.
Okay.
And I've been to Kentucky once.
All right.
And then went over to Keeneland.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool place.
I played the horse race stuff, and that was fun.
It's beautiful. It's nice to go there sometimes, even when they're not racing, and just walk through the barns and see all the horses. They're beautiful.
So how was the effect of that on your music?
Well, I studied with Sarah Holroyd in the choral department, and I got my degree in music education there. So I sang in the chamber choir and the choristers, and I had a great. I heard a lot of people there. Leontine Price. I mean, some really big names. I mean, it's a big university, but it was just.
I saw keyboards. I saw violins.
Yeah, I did violin in elementary
dealt
school.
with something with teaching saxophone. Or something like
I
that?
taught voice and piano, but I went vocal track. So I played alto sax in high school in the marching band.
I played alto clarinet for 3 years in middle school.
Alto clarinet. Okay. Yeah.
Never
cool.
heard of it. Never heard of an outside clarinet?
I'm not sure.
All
I
right,
have, but I don't want to.
nobody else has either. So say once again. That shows you why. I'm just in the wrong place musically. You play an instrument I ain't even heard of. Okay. Anyway, speaking
There's
of
a
playing,
bass clarinet.
you sat beside me. I didn't really like that too much. It played too much harmony stuff. I didn't like it as much. I wanted to play more melody or play the bass.
Okay.
Anyway, why don't you go ahead and we're going to dial in for another tune.
Okay.
All right,
Great.
do that. So while Tricia's going over there to set up for the second tune, Gene, you been doing good?
Just peachy.
It's peachy. I know you're Gene's shopping for guitars, so by the time you're watching this, hopefully you have another guitarist for Gene Blues Machine, and go with that. And I've turned him on to actually maybe Dorn. Those of you who've been watching this for a while. With that, let's go ahead. Tricia, you ready? TriciaDeneen is taking us. We're actually going to be back here and talk a little bit. Some more tunes.
Glitch. There we go. There you sit across from me. I'm lost in your eyes, so helplessly falling for you. You seem to like me too, and my mind wanders in bliss, imagining how we will kiss. Blushing I glow, and I'm sure you know I'm so transparent. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and if you just say the words, you know I won't leave. So tease me a little longer. The proper delay makes the hunger grow stronger. Don't give in completely, and we'll make love so sweetly. Go on all night. You can please me then and tease me again. I'll make you love me. Will you resist for a while? 'Cause you know they say, give her an inch and she'll take the whole mile. So tease me a little longer. The proper delay makes the hunger grow stronger. Don't give in completely, and we'll make love so sweetly. Go on all night. You can please me then and tease me. Please me then and tease me. Please me then and tease me again.
All right. Excellent tunes. You're watching the Modern Renaissance Man. That was TriciaDeneen. Thank you very much for being here. Let Tricia just sort of stay over there. I think what we're going to do, Dan, here, sort of pull one on you here and let her just sort of stay, since we're going to be going out here roughly about 8 minutes from now. With me, of course, GeneCostner. For those who Gene the Blues Machine. Tricia, what's your website? You got a website somewhere?
Yes, I do. Well, I'm on this one now.
Yeah, you're on that one.
Just
You're on one of
making
them.
sure. TriciaDeneen.com, and you can read all that bio stuff there and check
Yeah.
out.
And you got some I'm going to bounce here. This is going to be fun for Dan. He's going to hate me. He'll probably throw me off the deck or later. You got some venues coming up this summer. So what kind of things that you got coming? Because we're taping this in the May time frame. We're probably going to airing in June.
Right. Hopefully it'll be before late June. In late June, I'll be playing at the backstage, Patty's Backstage in Rock Hill. And I'm really excited about it. I got a couple of Monday nights there. I
don't know Patty.
Yeah, she's a real sweet girl.
So you got Patty's, and you do the open mic stuff out at the Muse and Noda.
Right. And I've done that off and on over the last 3 years or so, and that's the first Wednesday night every month.
You ever meet Tosco out there?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so we went to a religious facility with him. That's another way of saying church. For years.
Okay.
And watched the Tosco kids play and
awesome.
And all that. But never actually been to any of the shows. And I've been to the Muse, I think twice, I believe, once. A guy used to be on our show, Trip Rogers, was on here for 18 months, and he used to play out there.
Okay.
Very regular. He had some bands, and so I got to there. And it's pretty nice. You know, here's a sad thing. Did you know most people I have found that when I ask them if they're under 25 years old, they don't know what NODA actually means?
I didn't either. I have to tell you this little story. I'll make it short because I know we're on schedule here. No. But I first moved to Charlotte, and someone told me it was on NODA, and they said, you know, that means North Davidson. I'm like, okay, well, Davidson. So I got on Interstate 77 and went to Davidson. I drove back and forth up there asking where's the evening Muse. Nobody knew, and they said, I think that's on North Davidson in Charlotte. Oh, okay. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, since having grown up in this area, there was a time that you didn't venture out to North Davidson.
Right.
Right. And not walk around. Let's just put it the way. And particularly if you were a person of non-color. And that's a new term, right? Is that politically correct?
Non-color.
Can I say I'm a person of non-color?
No, you really can't, because we all have some
color. I know, but you hear all this word speak. You know, it's like I can say I'm Native American, but nobody seems to want to buy that one either. I mean, where else am I from? You know, I'm not a Hawaiian alien like Obama. You know? So a lot of good stuff. So where do you want to go with your music? Where do you want to go with this?
Well, I have some more songs that I've written. One I just played, Tease Me, and this one that I'm going to play for you as you close out tonight, Move. And there'll be others, but I have several new songs, and I would like to go back in the studio, but I need to sell a lot of CDs so I can pay for that. That's how it works.
Well, I'll tell you what, the amount of money that we're making here, we'll be here forever. That's right. We give pizza away just to get people to come in. Anyway, so Gene, what you got playing these days?
Oh, we've got a bunch of stuff coming up.
I just saw you were down at a Greystone restaurant recently.
Well, depends on when you're looking at this.
We're airing in June, so you were
actually coming up.
You were there in May.
So
okay, right.
We do the Double Door.
We're doing I love Double Door
festival in Southern Pines and branched out going to Greenville.
I thought that was golfing.
A lot of golfing down there.
Southern Pines.
A lot of golfing down there.
Golf mecca, something and stuff.
I used to play down there with the Top 40 band. We used to stay at this old motel, surrounded by 4 different courses. They all came up to it.
I flew over in a small airplane.
Well, good place to land if you had to.
Flat.
a lot of open area.
It really was. There wasn't a whole lot there from the air, I could tell. You know, but I was up high enough I really didn't notice the golf courses. Plus, it was one of my first flights, so I was really sort of paranoid.
Had other things on your mind.
Yeah, I really sort of like staying in the air. You know, one positive thing about flying is they've never left anybody up.
But it'll come down.
Really. My favorite slogans come from aviation slogans. The one I've got written on my wall at work is, "There's nothing more useless than runway behind you." And it doesn't matter whether you're coming or going; it still applies. Well, with that, I think with where we are in time, I'm sort of guessing it here, trying to figure out how the counter works these days. Because we're doing a new process here with the counter, and Dean's introduced us to technology. So of course, he's probably going to skip out on the next taping session just because I'm already addicted to it. Anyway, thanks, Dean. But we're going to go out here. As always, I want to thank the camera people. Without them, this show would not happen. Yay! Quick plug-in. We're airing in June. Guess what happens? I think it's July 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, is our 6th-year anniversary. If you want to write the studio for tickets, please feel free. It's at www.mrmtv.org, or you can actually call me. My phone is actually on the website. Dig it out. You can call me if you have an interest in coming out, and we'll get you tickets. There's no tickets. Come down. We just have to set up chairs. Come on down and
order more pizza.
That's right. No, we don't provide pizza for the guests. You have to bring your own pizza. Anyway, come on down and watch the show because we always do some fun giveaways and things to cast and crew. And maybe who knows, if you're in the audience, you might get something too. Anyway, T-shirts, that's our forte. Merriment is a necessity. If you're not having merriment in your life, go try something. You don't always have to watch the intense movies. You can always watch some fun ones. Alcohol is a drug. I've been coping with the modern Renaissance man. With me, my sort of special co-host, GeneCostner. Gene, good to see you. Glad you've been hanging around for a while. And my very, very special guest, TriciaDeneen, here on the keyboards. Tricia's going to take us out on some great tunes. Once again, I'm Ben Copeland. You're watching the Modern Renaissance Man. Have a great evening and have a great summer.
It's a sad, sad state of affairs when you're not happy here and you think you can't go there. But if you're gonna go anywhere, you gotta move. It's a frustrated and bitter end when you're just sitting there on a fence and just wanting to make a difference. You gotta move.